In the next 5 years, management actually expects revenue to exceed $50 billion. 3 stocks to buy in March to become rich by the end of the year. One of the best ways to secure your financial future is to invest with a long-term plan. Which name comes to your mind when you hear the terms invest and long-term together these days? Let me help you. It starts with stock and ends with market. A non-volatile joke for you guys. But on a serious note, many think the stock market is a risky place for investment. But what sector isn't? Like in any other sector, you need to make sure you do some research. Select some stocks that you think could do well, and invest in them with, of course, a diversified profile. So as far as research is concerned, we got you covered. In this video, we're going to give you some stocks that you should buy now to get cash flow by the end of 2021. The first one is Pinterest. You likely already know what Pinterest is, or at least you've heard the name somewhere. But if you don't already know what Pinterest is, don't worry, you will definitely know by the end of this video. Trust me, people say I'm pretty good at giving information. I consider Google my major competitor. Setting my bad joking skills aside and routing us back to Pinterest, it is a social media platform, and before you start thinking about it as just a cousin or brother of Facebook or Twitter, let me tell you that is definitely not the case here. It actually offers a different type of platform, and it is quite unique, I must say. It's kind of more of a pinboard-based social platform, where it allows its users to pin any images, videos, and products they find online to a virtual pinboard. But if you're asking why this type of approach was taken by Pinterest, then here is your answer. By leading its users toward sharing interests and ideas instead of personal posts and news, this image-based platform avoids the hate speech and fake news controversies that are ensnared in Facebook and Twitter in recent years. But what is the status of Pinterest stock? From here, viewers are suggested to create a mentality of seeing some numbers. Even before the pandemic, Pinterest's monthly active user, or MAU, count was growing by an average of 30% annually, which is the way you calculate how popular social media is. And FYI, Facebook has over 1 billion of them. But in 2020, it boosted its number by 37%, adding 124 million new MAUs, also pushing their revenue of 2020 to $1 billion. But this platform still has a long way to go, as that MAU growth shows you. It should definitely be in the stock bucket list of yours. Second, or more accurately, next, is NextEra Energy. Electric utility stocks are typically boring businesses that investors buy for their income potential. But the utility industry is shifting in a new, cleaner direction, and NextEra Energy appears poised to be the leader. No, I'm not the one who provided them with the leader title. If that's something you're wondering about, Fortune was the one who honored them with it. According to Fortune, it is among the world's most admired companies, and it is ranked #1 in the electric and gas utility industry for the 14th time in 15 years. Let me repeat that last part for you. The 14th time out of 15 years, only missing out 1 year. Everyone has their bad years though, right? So let's take a look at this Florida-based company's portfolio. The most exciting thing about NextEra Energy is this U.S. utilities renewable power business. NextEra Energy Resources Division happens to be one of the largest solar and wind power companies on planet Earth. It has 24 gigawatts of renewable capacity today, and they're not stopping there. It has signed contracts to build another 12 gigawatts of solar and wind power in its backlog of work waiting to be completed. This NextEra is expected to spend $30 billion on capital projects through 2023. And now it's time for the numbers, so get ready. NextEra expects to drive earnings growth between 6% and 8% through 2023. Dividend growth, meanwhile, is expected to be as high as 10% per year through 2022. Dividend and growth stock, what a combination. Moreover, the company's payout ratio has increased from 45% to around 70% over the past decade. Under the Joe Biden administration, NextEra will likely be a major beneficiary of clean energy spending. With all that considered, this stock is showing solid growth prospects in an exciting and fast-growing renewable power business. And the last on today's list is PayPal. Now, this is the name that's probably instantly recognized by the majority of viewers of this video, as it is one of the largest digital platforms that provides money transfer services. The platform that transfers money around the world will transfer money into your pocket. Just another one of my lame jokes to lighten the mood. The pandemic put all people around the world behind their house doors, making them locked in. But people did continue to meet each other and even kept shopping, most of which was done online. Even with the mega stores, when people wanted to start going contactless, online money transfer platforms like PayPal became a popular choice. Sounds like PayPal should change their tagline to "Transfer money, not germs." Okay, that was the last one, I promise. PayPal boasts a consistent track record of earnings and sales growth stretching back to at least 2010. In 2015, PayPal had 181 million accounts, and at the end of 2020, that boosted up to 377 million. That's a 16% compound annual growth rate. In that time frame, revenue grew from less than $10 billion to more than $20 billion. In the next 5 years, management actually expects revenue to exceed $50 billion. They are also considering the future by adding special customer engagements like the Buy Now, Pay Later, which is currently so popular, and other plans to launch more crypto services. Yeah, it looks like cryptocurrency could be the next big thing. And if you want to know more about Bitcoin investment, click on the link in the top corner of your screen. These engagements are attracting more people to PayPal, so they have momentum and are continuing to grow, which makes it a great stock to invest in. So everyone, that's it from me. Those were the top 3 stocks to buy in March which have the potential to make you rich by the end of 2021. For those of you that are new to the channel, remember to like this video and subscribe to join the Six Figures Club and follow along on the journey to wealth.